So I'm Jess, I'm a lesbian and I live in regional Queensland in the South Burnett area. I came out to my parents and yeah, it was like, you know, I'm gay, yeah, that's nice, pass the butter. It was very, you know, no big deal was made at all. But the bad side of it was my partner at the time, after a couple of years, it didn't end up being a very good relationship. It ended up being quite a abusive relationship. So there was a lot of stress and stuff that went on with that. So from that I had a lot of anxiety, ended up having treatment for it, which is what made me want to get in and study psychology, to be able to help out other people in similar situations.
So I'm Rob, I'm living in Toowoomba, Queensland, and we're in Toowoomba's Queen's Park at the moment. At the moment I fill in my time by volunteering for a community-based organisation. And I grew up in rural northern New South Wales. My sexuality was very repressed, and when I met this chap, yeah, it was quite a challenge for me. I was of a generation where homosexuality wasn't talked about, certainly wasn't a positive thing. I got the message very loud and clear early on from my family and my environment that it wasn't kosher.
You can never forget you're gay, especially, I mean, I'm very out in work as far as my colleagues and people I network with, but as far as with clients, it's not something I discuss because I know that there is a lot of conservative people in our area and I wouldn't want to make any of my clients feel uncomfortable. So if I'm talking about my partner, I'll use very, you know, no male-female pronouns and try to keep it all very, you know, tame. We don't have any you know, affection in public, things like that. So you never forget, it's always at the back of your mind, and that does kind of suck.
I probably have an underlying anxiety disorder, and maybe that contributes to my not grasping the nettle as I should have to move somewhere else. But certainly it affects my mental health. I mean, the mental health outcomes for our community are infinitely worse than they are for mainstream. The stat I heard recently that 38% of people in Toowoomba think that homosexuality is immoral. It's certainly not talked about openly in the media.
On the flip side, you know, we could go out to dinner or we might be at a place where we know the people and we know it's comfortable and we can, you know, can just be ourselves. So even though on a whole that's the drawback, there's still, you know, you can still find safe spaces to still be yourself. Life now altogether is awesome. We both live and work in a really small community. She works in a small Aboriginal community at home in a medical centre. Everybody knows us, everybody knows we're together. You know, we don't have any issues at home. It's a good place to live.
I was just thinking I don't have any gay friends in Toowoomba. All my gay friends that were here have now moved to Brisbane, so Brisbane is where I'd like to be, if only to be with them, but also what I want to give back to our community is based in Brisbane, it's not here. But having the right people around and just knowing who to talk to when I need to talk to. So that's where I think lots of the phone calls, phone lines are very useful.
I got so much from it myself that I want to be able to give back. Like, I see the value in it.
I'd like to be working with the gay community in whatever capacity. There is life after coming to terms with who one is in a homophobic rural environment. So yes, thank you for the opportunity of sharing a little bit of my journey.